Hello, I'm local democracy reporter Emma Draper, and I've been speaking to Garff Commissioner Melanie about the different things that have happened in the parish. She says putting the rates up has supported the completion of a number of projects and hopes residents will continue to support the board.
I think it's been a mixed year, really. Obviously, we're not immune to the financial struggles that we're all under at the moment, and local authorities are obviously no different to that. That's been quite a challenge. But at the same time, I'd like to think that we do give value for money to our ratepayers, and that we have also had a few ongoing facilities and infrastructure work which has been completed this year. So in balance, I would guess, it's been a pretty good year.
What are the key things that the commissioners have done this year, or events that the commissioners have put on, that you've been really pleased about?
Well, in terms of events, I think we've successfully organised or supported events in Garff, such as the Brass Band Festival, the Laxey Fair saw a return this year, which was really encouraging. The Duck Race, which has been a fantastic event for the last couple of years, organised by Laxey and Lonnon Heritage. The Christmas markets now, I think, is quite an established event on the calendar, which is always, despite the weather we had last time, was very well attended. And events like the Machold Parish Day, Laxey Fireworks and the Machold Bonfire Evening, all these events I think have been really well supported by the local community and the wider island community as well.
During the year, you've had a couple of bigger things happen with the commissioners. You've had the boundary extension and there's still no sewage works in the village. What do you think you and the will be taking from this and going forward essentially into the new year from that?
Yeah, obviously the sewage has been an ongoing issue. In fact, since the 1990s, it's, minuted in the Laxey Village Commissioner notes. It has been ongoing. We were obviously pleased that we have now got sort of proposals for a plan anyway, which hopefully will start coming to fruition next year. So that will obviously improve, hopefully, the water quality and the beaches around Machold, Garwick and Laxey, which obviously we're all supportive of. But we have obviously had challenges with the risks from flash flooding, landslide repairs, which was unexpected earlier this year, tree felling and various drainage improvements as well throughout Garff.
Is there still a confidence in the MUA? And, from the drop-in sessions, they seem to be fairly well attended. Is it giving you some confidence for the next year?
I think so, and I think everyone's just reached the stage now is that we all just want the problem looked at really and sorted. It's perhaps not the solution that a lot of people in Garff would have hoped for. As I said to you last time we spoke, it wasn't the solution I don't think the MUA originally wanted either. It is a little bit of a compromise, but we need to stop pumping raw sewage into Laxey Bay. We need to make sure it's as best water quality as we can possibly get.
At the beginning of the year, the board decided to increase the rates by 30p to 191 pence. On reflection, how has that helped the board? And do you think it was still the right decision to do that?
It's been obviously tough times. We're having the financial challenges faced, for the fallout of COVID, rising inflation, which has obviously impacted on our costs. Really, we were in a situation we had to raise the rates more than perhaps, ideally we would have liked to. But we've managed to, the skate park has now been added to the range of play facilities in Lonnon and Laxey. We have had the shower installed on Laxey Beach to improve the visitor experience. We have upgraded the campsite facilities and had excellent feedback, which has boosted, I think, in return local businesses and attracting more long-stay visitors to the village. We have also, hopefully people have noticed, had new signage in Laxey to guide visitors and promote our local businesses. And as I said previously, we have had several successful community events. I think it's worth pointing out as well that actually Garff is geographically the largest authority on the island. In terms of that, in terms of population, have the lowest rates, really, proportionally. We also manage we have a fantastic team of maintenance staff and two fantastic clerks who really do give us, I think, good value for money and good value for the ratepayers of Garff.
What projects and events and things like that have the commissioners got organised or potentially on the books?
A big thing is, as you mentioned earlier, is liaising with the MUA with the sewage treatment works. And I'm guessing that the planning and the proposals for the Axon Fell site there. We have got negotiations to lease land in Glenmona to try and improve some recreational facilities at Machold. We're exploring options for additional sheltered housing and modernising the Commissioner's office. Obviously, the big event in next April is we have got the local authority elections. And it would be really great if we see maybe new people showing an interest in joining the board and wanting to be part of the Garff Commissioners.
Come April, there will be elections for all the local authorities on the island. What would you like to say to anybody who's maybe thinking, maybe I'll stand and I'm not sure, maybe? What would you say to them, anybody who is thinking, and what advice would you give?
Advice, I would say talk to any of the current commissioners, have a chat with the clerks. They're both really approachable, like I said before. I would say maybe come along to a meeting and sit in on a meeting so you can see what's discussed and the sort of things we talk about. I have to say in my term, I've actually really enjoyed it. I found it very rewarding and worthwhile. It does come at times with its frustrations and its difficulties. It is obviously a voluntary role, but I do feel that in some way we do our best. And I have to say the current board all work really hard and are all passionate supporting the people and the environment of Garff. Just to really thank everyone for their ongoing support, and really just to mention again the work that the maintenance staff and the clerks do for Garff really is outstanding, and I hope everyone has a lovely Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you for making it to the end of the Manx Radio Newscast. You are obviously someone with exquisite taste. May I politely suggest you might want to subscribe to this and a wide range of Manx Radio podcasts at your favourite podcast provider, so our best bits will magically appear on your smartphone. Thank you.